I watched him choose his gun over my goodbye, and in that moment, I knew loving a monster would cost me everything. For 2 years, she cleaned his blood off marble floors. For 2 years, she was invisible. But on Christmas Eve, when his most trusted man touched her hand and made her smile, everything changed, because a man who notices nothing notices everything when it comes to what he wants, and he doesn't ask, he takes. Before we begin this story that will break your heart and put it back together, I want to know something. Where in the world are you watching this from? Head down to the community tab right now and tell me your city or country. I read every single comment, and I love knowing you're out there, feeling these stories with me. Now, let me take you inside the house where love and danger sleep in the same bed. The mansion sits like a crown of secrets on the hill. Black iron gates. Stone walls that have seen things the police will never know. And inside, a girl who doesn't exist. Her name is Sage, 23 years old. Brown hair always tied back. Gray uniform, 2 sizes too big. Hands rough from bleach and broken promises. She's been cleaning this house for 2 years. 2 years of mopping blood from white tile. 2 years of washing wine glasses that cost more than her monthly rent. 2 years of being a ghost in a world of monsters. And in 2 years, he has never once looked at her face. His name doesn't matter to her. She calls him sir when he passes. He doesn't call her anything at all. He is the boss. The king. The man whose word can end a life before breakfast. 38 years old. Shoulders like he carries the weight of a criminal empire because he does. Dark suits custom made in Milan. Eyes the color of storm clouds. A scar along his jawline that he got when he was 16 and hungry and fighting for his life in streets that ate boys like him for dinner. He built his throne from nothing. Now he trusts no one to accept his second in command, Lucas. Charming Lucas. Loyal Lucas. Lucas with the easy smile and the jokes that make even the guards laugh. Lucas who has taken a bullet for his boss. Lucas who would die for him. Lucas who has started noticing the maid. Sage moves through the house at dawn like she always does. Silent. Efficient. Invisible. She's cleaning the library when he walks in. The boss, he doesn't see her. He never does. She's just part of the furniture. Part of the walls. He sits at his desk, opens his laptop, and the glow of the screen lights up his face. That face. Handsome in a dangerous way. Like a knife that's been polished until it shines. Sage keeps dusting. Her heart is doing what it shouldn't. What it's done for months now. Beating too fast. Feeling too much. Because here's the terrible truth. She's in love with him. Stupid, impossible, heartbreaking love. The kind of love that lives in silence. The kind that watches from corners. The kind that knows it will never, ever be returned. She discovered it 6 months ago. The way you discover you're bleeding, suddenly, all at once, when you see the red. It was a Tuesday. He'd been in a fight. She saw the bruise on his knuckles when he walked past her in the hallway. And something in her chest cracked open. She wanted to take his hand. Wanted to ask if he was okay, but she was invisible. So she said nothing, and the love grew anyway. Quiet and stubborn as weeds through concrete. Now she lives in a special kind of torture. Seeing him every day. Never being seen, that he stands up from his desk. Walks right past her. So close she can smell his cologne, cedar and smoke and something darker. He leaves, Sage exhales. Another day of being nobody. Christmas is 3 weeks away. The mansion is being decorated. Not by the boss. He doesn't care about holidays. But the staff does it anyway. Tradition. Normalcy. Pretending this house is something other than what it is. Sage is in the kitchen, washing dishes, when Lucas walks in. Hey, he says. She jumps. She's not used to being spoken to. Sorry. Lucas smiles. Didn't mean to scare you. He leans against the counter. Watches her with curious eyes. You've been here a while, haven't you? He asks. Sage nods. Doesn't trust her voice. 2 years, Lucas says like he knows. I've seen you around. You're quiet. She keeps washing dishes. Her hands are shaking slightly under the water. I like quiet, Lucas continues. Everyone here is so loud. Always yelling. Always proving something. He pauses. You're different. Sage doesn't know what to say. So she says nothing. Lucas steps closer. What's your name? Sage, she whispers. Sage, he repeats, tasting the word. Pretty name. Suits you. And then he does something no one in this house has done in 2 years. He really looks at her. Not through her. Not past her. Her. You have kind eyes, Lucas says softly. That's rare around here. Sage's heart is pounding, but not in the right way. Not like when the boss walks by. This is different. Uncomfortable. Wrong somehow, but Lucas is nice. And Lucas is the first person to treat her like a human being in so long. When he asks if she'd like a coffee on her break. She says yes. Here's what Sage doesn't understand yet. Kindness, when you're starving for it, can feel like love. And Lucas? Lucas has been watching her for weeks. Noticing what his boss never did. The way she hums quietly when she thinks no one's listening. The way she leaves the windows open even in the cold, because she likes fresh air. The way she always arranges the flowers in the boss's office with the prettiest ones facing his desk, even though he never looks at them. Lucas sees all of it, and Lucas wants, but not the way Sage wants his boss. Lucas wants something simpler. Softer. He wants someone who isn't soaked in blood and secrets. Someone cleaned. He wants a future that looks different than this. And Sage? She just wants to matter to someone. When Lucas starts talking to her every day, she lets him. When he brings her coffee, she drinks it. When he makes her laugh with stories about growing up on the South Side, about stealing bread and running from cops and learning to survive, she laughs. And somewhere in the house, cleaning his study, the boss pauses, just for a second, because he heard something he's never heard before. Laughter. Light and genuine, coming from his kitchen. He frowns, then goes back to his work. He doesn't think about it again, not yet. December creeps in like fog. The mansion gets colder. The Christmas tree goes up in the grand foyer, 12 feet tall, covered in gold and white. Sage decorates it on a Tuesday morning. Lucas helps her. Higher, he says, laughing as she tries to reach a branch. Here, let me. He steps behind her. Lifts her by the waist so she can place the ornament. Sage gasps, startled. Then laughs. That sound again. In his office, 3 rooms away. The boss looks up from his paperwork. His jaw tightens. Why does he keep hearing that? Lucas is falling for her. He knows it's stupid. She's staff. He's the second in command to the most dangerous man in the city. But he can't help it. Sage is light. In a world that's all darkness, she's hope. In a place that's forgotten what that word means. And when she smiles at him, really smiles, Lucas thinks maybe he could leave this life. Take her with him. Start over somewhere small and quiet where no one knows their names. He hasn't told her this yet, but he will soon. It's a Thursday night. The boss is working late in his study. Numbers. Shipments. Deals that would send him to prison for life if anyone ever found the files. He hears footsteps in the hallway, then voices. Lucas. And someone else. Female. Soft. The maid. The boss stands up. Walks to his door. Opens it just slightly. Down the hall, he sees them. Lucas is walking Sage to the staff quarters. His hand is on her lower back. Gentle. Protective. She's looking up at him. Smiling. That smile. The boss has never seen her smile before. He didn't even know she could. Something cold slides through his chest. Something unfamiliar. He closes the door. Returns to his desk, but he can't focus on the numbers anymore. All he can see is that smile, and the way it wasn't for him. The boss starts noticing. He doesn't mean to. But once you see something, you can't unsee it. He sees Lucas talking to Sage in the kitchen. He sees Lucas bringing her lunch when she forgets to eat. He sees the way she tucks her hair behind her ear when she's nervous, and the way Lucas notices it too. And something dark starts growing in the boss's chest. Something possessive. Something that whispers. Mine. But that's insane. She's nothing to him. Just the maid. Just the girl who cleans his house and disappears into walls. Except, now that he's looking, really looking, he sees her. The way she bites her lip when she's concentrating. The way she always leaves his coffee exactly how he likes it, even though he's never told her his preference. The way she hums that song, he doesn't know the name, but it's soft and sad, and it makes something in his chest ache. She's beautiful. How did he never see that? Not beautiful like the women he's been with. Not polished and sharp and dangerous. Beautiful like sunlight through a window. Like something pure that doesn't belong in his world. And Lucas is touching her. Lucas is making her smile. Lucas is taking something that the boss didn't even know he wanted until it was being taken. He lies in bed that night, staring at the ceiling. His mind is racing. He thinks, I don't care about her. Then thinks, why is Lucas always around her? He thinks, she's nothing. Then thinks, why did she smile at him like that? He thinks, I could have any woman I want. Then thinks, why do I only want to see her smile at me? It's maddening. It's consuming. And the worst part, the part that makes him furious with himself, is that he knows what this is: jealousy. Raw. Irrational. Burning jealousy. Over a maid he's never even spoken to. The boss starts acting different. Sage notices it first. He's always in the room now. Wherever she's cleaning, he appears. Watching her with those storm cloud eyes, it makes her nervous. She drops things. Spills water. Apologizes too much. He never says anything. Just watches. Lucas notices too. Is he giving you trouble? Lucas asks one afternoon. He's been weird lately. Sage shakes her head. I'm just doing my job. But her hands are trembling, because the boss's stare doesn't feel angry. It feels hungry. It happens on a Monday. Sage is cleaning the boss's bedroom. She's never comfortable in here. Too personal. Too intimate. She's changing the sheets. When he walks in, she freezes. I'm sorry, she stammers. I thought you were. I'll come back later. Stay. One word. A command. Sage's heart stops. He walks to the window. Looks out at the city below. His kingdom of concrete and sin. How long have you worked here? He asks. 2 years, sir. 2 years. He says it like he's tasting something bitter. And I never knew your name. Sage doesn't know what to say to that. What is it? He asks. Sage, sir. He turns. Looks at her. Really looks at her, and for the first time in 2 years, Sage is not invisible. Sage, he repeats. His voice is different. Softer. Dangerous in a new way. Do you like working here? Yes, sir. Do you like Lucas? The question hits her like a slap. What? You heard me. He steps closer. Do you like him? Sage's mind is spinning. Why is he asking this? Why does he care? He's nice to me, she whispers. Nice. The boss laughs, but there's no humor in it. Lucas is very nice, isn't he? Always smiling. Always charming. Always touching things that don't belong to him. He's right in front of her now. So close she can feel the heat coming off his body. You work in my house, he says quietly. You breathe my air. You sleep under my roof. That makes you mine. Do you understand? Sage's breath catches. I don't. Stay away from Lucas. It's not a request. He walks out. Sage stands there, shaking, her heart pounding so hard she thinks it might break through her ribs. What just happened? The next 2 weeks are torture. The boss watches her constantly. His eyes follow her through every room. Dark. Intense. Possessive, Lucas notices. He tries to talk to her, but she's distant now. Scared. Did he say something to you? Lucas demands one evening. Did he threaten you? No, Sage lies. I think we should keep things professional. Lucas's face falls. Sage, I thought. I'm sorry. She walks away before he can see the tears, because the truth is devastating. She doesn't want Lucas. She never did. She wants the man who finally sees her. The man who is darkness and danger and everything she should run from. She wants the boss, and that wanting is going to destroy her. Sage lies in her small room that night, staring at the ceiling. She thinks about her life before this house. The poverty. The hunger. The nights sleeping in her car because she couldn't afford rent. This job saved her. This house, as dark as it is, gave her safety, and now she's falling into a trap she can't escape because you don't fall in love with men like him. You don't dream about monsters, but her heart doesn't care about logic. Her heart wants what it wants, and what it wants is impossible. December 24th arrives cold and clear. The mansion is hosting a party. Annual tradition. Every major player in the city's underworld will be here. Deals will be made. Alliances will be formed. Blood will be promised. The staff is working overtime. Cooking. Cleaning. Preparing. Sage is in the kitchen, arranging appetizers. When Lucas finds her, he looks different. Serious. Determined. I need to talk to you, he says. Lucas, I'm working tonight. After the party. Meet me in the garden. I can't, please. His eyes are desperate. I'm leaving. After Christmas. I'm done with this life. And I want you to come with me. Sage's world tilts. What? I'm serious. I have money saved. We can go anywhere. Start over. You don't have to live like this anymore. You don't have to be invisible. He takes her hand. Come with me, Sage. Let me take you somewhere safe. Somewhere we can just be. Sage's eyes fill with tears, because it's everything she should want. Escape. Freedom. Kindness. But it's not what her heart wants, and before she can answer, a voice cuts through the kitchen like a blade. Lucas. They both turn. The boss stands in the doorway. His face is carved from ice. His eyes are black fire. A word. Now. Lucas drops Sage's hand. Boss, now. Lucas follows him out. Sage stands alone in the kitchen, her heart hammering. Something terrible is about to happen. She can feel it. The mansion fills with devils in expensive suits. Music plays. Champagne flows. Laughter echoes through halls that have seen murder. Sage serves drinks. Invisible again, the way she's supposed to be. But she feels eyes on her all night, his eyes. The boss watches her from across every room. Dark. Intense. Possessive. Lucas is avoiding both of them. He stands with other men, talking in low voices, but his face is tight. Angry. Something happened in that conversation. Sage doesn't know what. But the air feels like lightning before a storm. Sage is in the hallway, carrying empty glasses back to the kitchen, when Lucas catches her arm. We need to talk, he says urgently. Lucas, not here. He knows. About me wanting to leave. About asking you to come with me. Sage's blood turns cold. How? I don't know. But he's furious. I've never seen him like this. Lucas pulls her into a corner. Away from the party. Away from eyes. Listen to me, he says quickly. Something's wrong. He's planning something. I can feel it. We need to leave tonight. Right now. I have a car. I can't. Sage, please. I can't run from him. Lucas stares at her. And slowly, understanding dawns on his face. You're in love with him, he whispers. Sage's silence is her answer. Lucas steps back like she slapped him. Do you have any idea what he is? What he's done? Yes. He'll destroy you. I know. He doesn't love you. He doesn't love anyone. He just wants to own you. I know that too. Lucas looks at her with something like pity. Then you're already lost. He walks away, and Sage stands there, alone in the shadows, tears streaming down her face, because he's right. She is lost. Midnight approaches. The party is winding down. Guests are leaving. The house is getting quieter. Sage is collecting glasses in the ballroom when she sees them. Lucas and the boss. Standing near the Christmas tree. Talking in hushed, angry voices. She shouldn't watch. But she can't look away. My decision, Lucas is saying. I've given you 12 years. I've earned the right to leave. You've earned nothing. The boss's voice is ice. Everything you have, I gave you. Your life. Your money. Your purpose. You don't walk away from me. I'm not asking for permission. Then you're a fool. Lucas's jaw clenches. This is about her, isn't it? The maid. You can't stand that I noticed her when you were too blind. The boss moves so fast Sage almost misses it. His hand is around Lucas's throat, slamming him against the wall beside the Christmas tree. Say her name again. The boss growls. I dare you. Lucas gasps for air. You're insane, maybe. But she's mine. Do you understand? Mine. And if you ever touch her again, if you ever speak to her again, If you even look at her again, I will put you in the ground myself. He releases Lucas, who collapses, coughing. Get out of my sight. Lucas stumbles away, holding his throat, his eyes filled with shock and fury, and the boss turns, sees Sage standing there, frozen, watching, hearing everything. For a long moment, they just stare at each other across the ballroom. The Christmas tree glitters between them. Gold and white and innocent, the boss's chest is heaving. His hands are clenched into fists, and his eyes are wild. Desperate. Possessive. How much did you hear? He asks quietly. All of it. He takes a step toward her. Then you know. Know what? Another step. What you are to me. Sage's heart is pounding so hard she feels dizzy. I don't lie. He's right in front of her now. You've been in love with me for months. Do you think I'm blind? She gasps. I know. Because I've been watching you. Really watching you. For weeks now. The way you look at me when you think I'm not paying attention. The way your hands shake when I'm near. The way you arrange flowers on my desk like it matters. Like I matter. His hand comes up, cups her face. Gentle despite the violence she just witnessed. I ignored you for 2 years, he says, his voice rough. 2 years. And in those 2 years, you were the only honest thing in my house. The only clean thing. And I was too stupid, too buried in my own darkness, to see it. A tear slides down Sage's cheek. But then Lucas noticed you. And something in me broke. Or woke up. I don't know. All I know is that I can't unsee you now. I can't go back to pretending you're not there. I can't watch another man touch you without wanting to burn this whole house down. His thumb brushes away her tear. You're mine, Sage. You've been mine since the day you walked into this house. I was just too blind to claim you. You can't claim a person, Sage whispers. I know, but I'm a monster. And monsters don't ask. We take. We possess. We destroy everything we touch. He leans closer, his forehead almost touching hers. So I'm giving you a choice. One chance to run. Walk out that door right now. Disappear. I won't follow you. I'll let you go. Because if you stay, Sage, if you stay, I will never let you go. Never. You'll be mine in every way that matters. And I will destroy any man who tries to take you from me. His breath is warm on her face. So choose. Run or stay. But choose now. Because in 60 seconds, that door closes. And whatever you decide tonight will decide the rest of your life. Sage closes her eyes. Every logical part of her brain is screaming. Run. 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 He's dangerous. He's a killer. He'll consume her whole. But her heart, her stupid, suicidal heart is screaming something else. Stay. 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 She opens her eyes, looks at him. This man who finally sees her. This monster who wants to keep her. And she makes her choice. I stay. The next morning, everything is different. Sage wakes up in her small room like always. But when she opens her door, there's a guard standing there. Ma'am, he says, nodding respectfully. Ma'am, not girl. Not maid, ma'am. The boss wants to see you, the guard continues. In his private study. Sage's heart flutters with nerves and something else. Something warmer. She follows him through the mansion. Past the kitchen where she used to work alone. Past the ballroom where everything changed last night. TOA room she's never been allowed in. The boss's private study. The guard opens the door. Inside, the boss sits behind a massive desk. Morning light streams through the windows behind him, making him look like a dark angel. Close the door, he says without looking up. She does. He sets down his pen. Finally looks at her. Come here. She walks to him on shaking legs. He pulls her down onto his lap. The gesture is possessive. Claiming. Did you sleep? He asks. A little. You're scared of me. It's not a question. Yes, she whispers honestly. Good. You should be. I'm not a good man, Sage. I never will be. I've done things that would make you sick. I'll do more before I die. That's who I am. His hand slides up her back. Gentle despite his words. But I will never hurt you. And I will kill anyone who tries. Do you understand? You're the only light in my darkness. The only clean thing in my dirty world. And I'm going to keep you, protect you, own you. He tilts her face to his. You're not the maid anymore. You're mine, my woman. And everyone in this house, in this city, will know it. He kisses her, slow, deep, claiming, and Sage melts into him, into this terrible, wonderful choice she's made. The days that follow are surreal. Sage moves out of the staff quarters, into a room next to his. Beautiful, luxurious, a cage made of silk. He buys her clothes, dresses that fit. Nothing like the gray uniform. He gives her a credit card. Buy whatever you want. She doesn't know what to do with it. He finds that amusing. You're the first woman I've known who doesn't immediately go shopping. I don't need things, she says quietly. I know. That's why I'm giving them to you. The staff treats her differently now. With respect. With fear, because everyone knows what she is. The boss's weakness. And in this world, weakness is dangerous. Sage sits in her new room one afternoon, staring at her reflection in the mirror. She looks the same. But everything is different. She has everything she thought she wanted. His attention, his protection, his obsession. But she's also trapped. A bird in a golden cage. Because he wasn't lying. He doesn't let her go anywhere alone. There are always guards. Always eyes watching. He doesn't trust the world with her. And she doesn't know if this is love or possession. Maybe it's both. Maybe, with men like him, they're the same thing. Lucas comes to her one morning. She's in the garden reading. A guard stands nearby, always nearby. I'm leaving today, Lucas says without preamble. Sage looks up. He has a black eye. Fresh. He did that to you, she says quietly. Yeah, last night. When I told him I was going, he said it was a reminder of what happens when I disobey. Lucas sits down beside her, careful, making sure the guard can see his hands. I wanted to say goodbye, he continues. And I wanted to tell you something. I was falling in love with you. Real love. The kind that wants the best for someone, even if it's not you. Sage's eyes fill with tears. He can't give you that, Lucas says. He'll give you everything else. Money, protection, obsession, but not real love. He doesn't know how. I know. Then why stay? Sage looks at the mansion, at the windows of the study, where the boss is probably working, where he's probably watching her right now. Because I'm not staying for love, she says softly. I'm staying because I choose him, monster and all. And maybe that's not healthy. Maybe it's not smart, but it's my choice. And after 2 years of being invisible, having a choice feels like everything. Lucas stands up, looks at her with sad eyes. I hope it's enough, he says. I really do. He walks away. Sage never sees him again. 3 weeks pass. Sage settles into her new life. Learns the rules. Learns how to exist in his world. She sits in on meetings now. Silent. Watching. Learning what he does. Who he is. It should scare her more than it does. But she's seen the other side of him too. The side that holds her at night like she might disappear. The side that talks to her in the darkness about his childhood, about the hunger and the fear and the first time he killed a man to survive. He's a monster, but he's her monster. And she's learning that love in the darkness looks different than love in the light. Then one night, everything changes. There's a meeting. Important people. Dangerous people. A rival family. Negotiations over territory. Sage isn't supposed to be there. But he asked her to stay. I want them to see you, he said. I want them to know what they'll answer to if they cross me. She sits beside him at the table. Silent. His hand on her thigh, under the table. Possessive. The meeting goes badly. Voices rise. Threats are made. The rival boss, an older man with cold eyes, leans back in his chair. I've heard you've gotten soft, he says, smiling. They say you've taken a pet. A little maid who's got you wrapped around her finger. The temperature in the room drops. Careful, the boss says quietly. The rival laughs. What are you going to do? Kill me? We both know you can't afford that. Our families are too balanced. One move, and the whole city goes to war. He looks at Sage, really looks at her, and his smile widens. But her? She's not protected by treaties. She's just a girl. It would be so easy to. The boss moves 1 second he's sitting. The next, he's across the table, his gun pressed under the rival's chin. Finish that sentence, he growls. I dare you. The room explodes. Guards draw weapons. Men shout, but the boss doesn't move. His gun stays pressed to the rival's head. You think I've gotten soft, he whispers. You think I won't burn this whole city down for her? Test me. Please. Give me a reason. The rival's eyes flicker with fear. You're insane. Yes, I am. And that's what makes me dangerous. Because I have nothing to lose except her. And if you even think about touching her, I will make you beg for death. I will take apart your entire family. Your sons. Your daughters. Your grandchildren. I will erase your bloodline from existence. And I will enjoy it. Silence. Absolute silence. The rival raises his hands slowly. Okay. I didn't mean get out. The boss steps back. Lowers his gun. Take your men and get out of my house. And if I ever see you again, I'll finish what I just started. They leave. Fast. The moment they're gone, the boss turns to Sage. His hands are shaking. We need to leave, he says. Right now. They'll retaliate. They have to. And you're the target. They leave within an hour, packed bags. Armed guards. 3 cars. Sage sits in the back of the first car. The boss beside her, his hand gripping hers so tight it almost hurts. Where are we going, she asks. I have a house. In the mountains. 3 hours from here. No one knows about it. We'll be safe there. For how long? He looks at her. And for the first time, she sees real fear in his eyes. As long as it takes, he says. Until I eliminate the threat. Until I make sure you're safe. And if you can't. He doesn't answer, because they both know the truth. In his world, safety is a lie. There's only survival. The house is beautiful. Small. Hidden in trees and silence. Nothing like the mansion. No guards at every door. No marble floors stained with secrets. Just a house. I bought this years ago, the boss says as they walk inside. When I was planning my exit. My escape plan, if everything went wrong. He laughs bitterly. I never thought I'd use it for this. For you. Sage walks to the window. Looks out at the darkness. I'm sorry, she whispers. For what? For putting you in danger. For making you weak. That man was right. I'm your weakness now. He comes up behind her. Wraps his arms around her waist. Pulls her against his chest. You're not my weakness, he says into her hair. You're my reason. There's a difference. Before you, I was surviving. Now I'm living. And yes, it's dangerous. Yes, it puts a target on both of us. But I'd rather die protecting something I love than live protecting nothing. Sage turns in his arms. Stares up at him. You love me? He's quiet for a long moment then. I don't know how to love like normal people. I don't know how to be soft or gentle or patient. I know how to possess. How to obsess. How to burn down the world for what's mine. If that's love, then yes. I love you more than I've ever loved anything. Sage reaches up. Touches his scarred jaw. That's enough, she whispers. It's more than enough. He kisses her. Different this time. Not claiming. Not possessive, just honest, vulnerable, human. They have 3 days of peace. 3 days of pretending they're normal people. Cooking together. Talking by the fireplace. Making love in a bed that doesn't smell like blood and violence. 3 days of a different life. And then the rival family finds them. IT happens at dawn. Sage wakes to the sound of breaking glass. Stay down, the boss yells, rolling out of bed, grabbing his gun from the nightstand. Gunfire erupts. The guards outside are shooting. Men are shouting. The house shakes with violence. Sage crawls under the bed, her heart hammering, her hands over her ears. This is real. This is actually happening. She's going to die here. More gunfire. Closer now. In the house. She hears the boss yelling. Shooting. Fighting, then silence. Terrible, awful silence. Boss, she whispers. Are you? A hand grabs her ankle, drags her out from under the bed, but it's not him. It's a stranger. One of the rival's men. Blood on his shirt. A gun in his hand. Found you, he says, smiling. Sage screams. The man raises his gun, and his head explodes. He drops. Behind him, the boss stands in the doorway. Gun still raised. Eyes wild. Covered in blood that isn't his. Sage, he breathes. She runs to him. He catches her, holds her so tight she can barely breathe. It's over, he whispers. They're all dead. It's over. But she can feel him shaking, and she realizes he was scared, really scared, not of dying but of losing her. They return to the mansion a week later. The rival family has been destroyed. Completely. The boss made good on his threat. Sons. Daughters. Everyone. Sage doesn't ask for details. She doesn't want to know. She just holds him while he sleeps, while he fights nightmares, while he whispers her name like a prayer in the darkness, because she understands now. He's not just a monster. He's a man who became a monster to survive, and she loves him anyway. 1 month after Christmas, Sage stands in the garden. It's February now. Cold but cleared. She's thinking about her life. About choices. About the girl she was 2 years ago, sleeping in her car, hungry and invisible, and the woman she is now. Protected. Seen. Loved in the only way a monster knows how. The boss finds her there. What are you thinking about? He asks. Freedom, she says honestly. He tenses. Do you want to leave? She turns to him. Really looks at him. This man who destroyed his enemies for her. This man who would burn the world to keep her safe. This man who is darkness and violence and obsessive, possessive, terrible love. No, she says. I was thinking about what freedom really means. I thought it meant being alone. Independent. Invisible. But maybe freedom is choosing your cage. Choosing what you're willing to be trapped by. She takes his hand. I'm trapped by you. By this life. By loving someone I shouldn't love. But I chose it. And that choice makes me more free than I've ever been. His eyes are wet. She's never seen him cry before. I don't deserve you, he whispers. I know. But you have me anyway. He pulls her close. Holds her like she's the only thing keeping him tethered to earth. I'll spend the rest of my life protecting you, he promises. Every day. Every breath. You're mine, Sage. And I'm yours. Monster and all. She kisses him, and in that kiss is everything. Acceptance, understanding, love that doesn't make sense but exists anyway, because sometimes the heart wants what it wants, even if what it wants is blood on its hands. The mansion still stands on the hill, still filled with secrets and shadows and dangerous men making dangerous deals. But there's light now too. In the kitchen where Sage bakes bread on Sunday mornings, humming that soft, sad song. In the garden where flowers grow because she plants them. Not the staffed. In the bedroom where the boss sleeps peacefully for the first time in his life, because she's beside him. She's not invisible anymore. She's the queen of this dark kingdom, and everyone knows it. She walks through the house now with her head high. Guards nod respectfully. Men step aside. They've learned what happens to people who disrespect her. They disappear, because the boss keeps his promises. She is his. And he is hers, and God help anyone who forgets it. Sage stands in the boss's study one evening. He's working. Always working. She sets a cup of coffee on his desk. Exactly how he likes it. He looks up. Smiles. That rare, genuine smile he saves only for her. Thank you, he says. You're welcome. She turns to leave. Sage. She looks back. I love you. 3 words he's only said a handful of times. 3 words that mean everything. I know, she says softly. I love you too. Monster and all. His smile widens, and in that moment, in that smile, she sees it. He's still a monster, but he's her monster. And that's enough. That's the story of the girl who was invisible for 2 years, and the monster who finally opened his eyes. Love in the darkness looks different than love in the light. It's not soft. It's not gentle. It's not always healthy, but it's real. And sometimes real is all we need. Sometimes we choose our cages. And sometimes being chosen by a monster is better than being invisible to the world. What did you think? Did this story wreck you the way it wrecked me? Drop a comment below and let me know. And don't forget, head to the community tab and tell me where you're watching from. I love knowing you're out there, feeling these stories with me. Until next time, choose your monsters wisely, because once they see you, they never look away.